Breaking news this morning in Maine. A manhunt happening right now for the gunman in two deadly mass shootings.
And while authorities search for the gunman, we're learning some new information about his two targets and more details overnight about his background. We'll have frequent updates throughout News 3 Now this morning. We welcome you in here on this morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchad. We continue to follow that breaking news out of Maine, where two mass shootings have left at least 16 people dead, 50 people injured, and a statewide search, really, for the suspected person of interest in those shootings.
Yeah, we're learning some chilling details about his background. For now, though, before we get back to that breaking news, we're going to check in with Kelly Slifka. He's tracking some rain out there that could impact the morning commute. Kelly.
Yeah, we've seen quite a bit of rain now over the last several hours here in Madison. You can see, though, it's starting to break up, moving mainly east Madison over there toward Watertown into parts of Dodge and Jefferson counties. So a little bit of a break. If you need to take the trash out, try to do it now within the next hour, because we will have a little bit of an opportunity of some dry weather, but there's more rain where that came from. And as mentioned, we got a breakout in Fitchburg, much of Madison now, DeForest, Black Earth, and Mount Horeb, while the steadier rains are over towards Stoughton, Marshall headed up toward Sun Prairie. Down to the south, Monroe now seeing some drier weather, but moderate rain right now reported in Janesville this morning. So temperatures are mild. We're starting out in the 60s, 65 now in Middleton as temperatures continue to climb, 63 currently in the Madison area. Looking at on and off showers and storms today, mild through Friday morning. That cold front will bring us some much colder weather, though, toward Friday afternoon, Friday night. So breaks here and there, but by the noon hour, we could see another surge of some moisture coming in. Light to moderate rain, occasionally some heavy downpours with maybe a thunderstorm rolling through. A little bit more scattered activity later this afternoon going into the evening. Should still be mild today with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s with on and off rain showers. Talking more about that cold front coming our way tomorrow and how that will impact our weekend. We've got the Badger game in town. We'll see how that will affect that coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Let's get back now to that breaking news of two deadly mass shootings. At least 16 killed, 50 or more injured. A person of interest considered armed and dangerous at this hour is still on the run. This is all happening in Lewiston, Maine. You're taking a live look at a very heavy police presence there. We've also seen lots of media on scene as the morning goes on. The area is under a shelter-in-place order that keeps expanding this morning. Schools are closed, and residents countywide are asked to lock their doors and stay inside as they wait for news of an arrest.
Mounting up there, presumably to ramp up the search for that suspected shooter this morning. Let's talk more about who they're looking for. 40-year-old Robert Card. Card's a firearms instructor and assigned to an Army Reserve training facility in Maine. A police bulletin said that Card was in a mental health facility over the summer. That bulletin added that he reported himself hearing voices and threats to shoot up the military base in nearby Saco. He left behind two scenes last night, a bowling alley and a restaurant. CBS News correspondent Laura Hafali reports from Lewiston.
Following multiple shootings in Lewiston, Maine, police all over the state are searching for this man, 40-year-old Robert Card, who has been described as a person of interest.
Card is considered armed and dangerous. If people see him, they should not approach Card or make contact with him in any way.
Authorities say anyone who sees Card or has any information about the shootings should call 911 immediately. Police were seen searching a parking garage after a vehicle of interest was found minutes away in Lisbon, Maine.
We have an active shooter. We have multiple injuries.
Local authorities say the shooting began just before 7 p.m. at two locations, a restaurant and a bowling alley. Central Maine Medical Center said on its website that staff were reacting to a mass casualty, mass shooter event and were coordinating with area hospitals to take in patients.
This is an overwhelming situation. I don't think we've ever had anything like this.
According to a Maine law enforcement bulletin seen by CBS News, Card is a trained firearms instructor believed to be in the Army Reserve, and he has reported mental health issues. A reunification center has been set up at a middle school in the neighboring community of Auburn.
There's a significant amount of shock going on with people that were actually witnesses.
The FBI says it's assisting with the investigation, though Maine State Police will continue to take the lead. Laura Hafley, CBS News.
State Police will update the public on the situation at 10:30 local time in Maine. That's 9:30 our time. President Biden's also receiving bulletins about all of this. The White House says that he has reached out to the state's governors and to U.S. senators to offer up assistance. The Attorney General and Secretary of Homeland Security have also been briefed. There continue to be a lot of developments here on this story in Maine this morning. We'll bring you the latest every 10 minutes or so right here on News 3 Now this morning and push out real-time updates through our News 3 Now mobile app.
More breaking news locally of a fatal car crash that killed a teenager in Greene County. It happened in the town of Jefferson outside of Monroe after 3 yesterday afternoon. Officers say a car missed a curve in the roadway near the intersection of Teeler and Freeport Roads. It went into a ditch and hit a tree. The 17-year-old driver died at the scene. His name isn't being released until family is told.
New information now. Madison police say they arrested 4 teenage boys for using a fake gun to scare people outside of a Taco Bell. This happened Friday afternoon, but police are, for some reason, just now sharing details about it. Officers were sent to the Whitney Way Taco Bell on the west side. Witnesses say the group was flashing the gun outside the restaurant as well as at people at a nearby shopping center. Police arrested a 14-year-old and 3 13-year-old boys. The House will get back to work as Republican Congressman Mike Johnson has been named the 56th Speaker of the House. Johnson, who represents Louisiana, scored enough votes to win the position. The chamber had been without a leader since Kevin McCarthy's ousting earlier this month. Johnson received unanimous support from all Republican representatives on the vote. This was his message to Americans.
You're going to see an aggressive schedule in the days and weeks ahead. You're going to see Congress working as hard as it's ever worked, and we are going to deliver for the American people. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I want to thank you for being patient with us, and I promise you it'll be worth it.
Quick look now at Johnson's record. It shows he voted against certifying the 2020 presidential election. He voted against legalizing same-sex marriage. And most recently in May, he voted against a Ukraine aid package.
A major development in the auto workers strike as the United Auto Workers Union and Ford have reportedly reached a tentative labor deal. There has not yet been an official announcement from either the union or Ford, but we do know that any deal would still need to be voted on by the 57,000 UAW members at Ford, which would likely take more than a week. This reported agreement does not have a direct effect on continuing strikes at rival automakers, General Motors, and Chrysler Dodge parent company Stellantis.
At the state capitol now, details are being shared on the plan to spend more than $500 million for upgrades at American Family Field in Milwaukee. The money would go toward ballpark improvements, things like replacing the glass outdoor fields, outfield doors and windows, and the stadium seats. A change to the plan would create a new tax on non-baseball events that use the stadium, things like concerts. Lawmakers hope that would offset some of the $400 million the state is contributing.
I can tell you as a businessman, the most important thing to business growth is certainty. Knowing that the Brewers would be here through 2050 provides a ton of certainty for economic development around there. I'm not going to build a hotel in that immediate area if the Brewers are going to, leave in 2 years.
Other changes they're considering would be to winterize the stadium so the facility could host concerts year-round.
More new information this morning. Wildlife officials in the state have approved a new wolf management plan that does not include a specific population goal. That comes despite demands from hunters and farmers to establish a hard cap on the number of animals that could be killed. The new plan recommends a population of about 1,000 animals, but doesn't set a hard limit. Instead, it recommends allowing the population to grow or decline at certain numerical thresholds.
More local news this morning. The Center for Black Excellence in Culture is announcing it's $3 million away from breaking ground debt-free this spring. It's come a long way from a $36 million funding goal. It's now asking community members for just a little more support. The center's CEO and founder says supporting this effort is a great way to show the Madison community's efforts toward inclusion.
I feel that in Madison we've become a part of a melting pot that has forgotten the flavor that we bring to the soup or the stew, if you will. And so this space for celebrating Black excellence in culture is not taking us out of society, it's really keeping us from leaving the state.
If you'd like to donate to the center's cause, you can visit its website at theblackcenter.org/donate.
An update now on the Goodman Community Center. It's closing registration for the Thanksgiving basket drive a couple of days early because so many people have signed up. Registration was set to go through tomorrow, but the folks there tell us 4,000 Dane County families have already signed up. The drive, now in its 35th year, was always helping to provide hot holiday meals to families in need. While registration is full, food donations are still needed from the public. See how you can help. Just visit goodmancenter.org.
Really interesting to see how the need has picked up since the pandemic. It has not slowed down.
Yeah, that was shocking. When Josh was out there yesterday previewing this year's food drive, that was really really bad. I didn't like hearing that. That was not good. So step up, do your part. We can help all those families in need this year.
Okay, just about 6:10 on your Thursday. Coming up in sports, fifth-year senior Tyler Wall getting plenty of preseason love. What to expect now that he's fully healthy heading into the season.
And I've made some new friends in the 608 this morning. Here are my Peanuts gang as we're getting ready for the spooktacular trunk or treat at Token Springs Elementary in Sun Prairie. Coming up, we're going to talk about this community partnership and how it continues to grow.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
The one sale you can't miss? Madison Lighting's fall sale. Save on every light fixture and fan, every brand, indoors and out, plus all home decor. Pre-shop this sale now and save. Madison Lighting, Watts Road, Madison.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Choose FlexBuy on a new 2024 Ford Edge and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash and $1,000 low APR cash.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Give a little love. Start the holidays at Macy's Friends and Family now. Take an extra 30% off top brands and 15% off beauty and more. Give love, give style at Macy's.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with its stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
Now you can get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.77 a pound. Red grapes, just $1.98 a pound. And our special recipe brats or patties, 10 for only $10. Only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
It's 6:13. Let's take a live look at Lewiston, Maine again, where there's a countywide shelter-in-place order right now. It has continued to expand over the last hour or so. Officers here are searching for the person of interest in 2 deadly mass shootings. Now, the scene is full of police right now, a very strong police presence in Lewiston. We've also seen police in tactical gear. We've seen a military helicopter circling in the air above Lewiston this morning. It has been a very active scene within the last half hour, within the last 15 minutes. State police have said they will update the public on the case at 10:30 local time.
Here's what we know right now. At least 16 are dead, 50 or more injured. Here's the person of interest that everyone's looking for this morning. 40-year-old Robert Card. He's still at large. He's a former Army soldier and should be considered armed and dangerous. Card was checked into a mental health facility over the summer and saying he was hearing voices. He also recently threatened to shoot up a National Guard facility. There's a lot to follow this morning. It's very fluid. We'll continue to bring you updates every 10 minutes here on News 3 Now this morning.
We've heard from the mayor of a nearby town talking about what he's seeing at the reunification center for families who are looking for family members. We are now just hearing from the restaurant and bar that was the site of the second shooting. They have a Facebook post out that says, "My heart is crushed. I'm at a loss for words. In a split second, your world gets turned upside down for no good reason." You can only imagine how this community is feeling right now.
So many families' lives turned upside down. And for what? We will maybe find out. The community there, everybody, I can't imagine what they're all feeling, knowing that this man is somewhere, and all of the families and everything that they're going through, the brothers, sisters, mothers, daughters, all of that, the friends, neighbors. And from hearing people in that community, it's tight-knit, and they are always there to help support each other, so hopefully they can come together and support each other in this time of need.
It's cliche to say there are more questions than answers right now. We are hoping to get those answered again. State Police will be taking questions and taking a press conference at 10:30 local time. That'll be 9:30 here. At 6:15, let's turn it over to Kelly Slifka with a look at your first warn weather on this Thursday. Still raining out there, Kelly?
Actually, we got a little bit of a break here, and so if you have anything you need to get done, maybe take the garbage can out, take the pets out this morning, try to do it within the next hour because we got a break for now, but it looks like that rain will be spreading on in. We'll show you that radar in just a minute, but I know a lot of folks are focused on this cold front that's coming in. It looks like when we start off tomorrow morning, it will still be mild, about like what we're seeing this morning, but that cold front will be sliding through later in the morning. Not a whole lot of rain with it, but definitely bringing some colder air with it. And actually, we may actually get into some sunshine later tomorrow afternoon. Clear skies tomorrow night. So Saturday, it looks like we'll start off with some sunshine. We've got the Badger game, evening kickoff at 6:30. Probably going to start off dry. We will start to see clouds increasing as the afternoon wears on, but a batch of moisture is expected to move into southern Wisconsin. Right now, it looks like we're going to be on the edge. Madison area going to be right on the edge of that rain. Hopefully it stays to our south, so we may squeeze out actually a dry Badger game, but just be prepared that that could change over the next day or so. All right, we do have a little bit of a break here in Madison. You can see most of Dane County actually seeing a bit of a break, but there's more rain where that came from. Right now, the rain is pushed over onto the east, basically right along the Dane County line through Watertown and Jefferson, seeing the rain. All right, I want to show you this beautiful photo. This was captured yesterday in Wisconsin Dells. Wanda got this picture as it was raining where she was at. The sun was coming up, and a beautiful sky with that red on the horizon. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a break now. It won't last real long. We'll look at more batches of rain to come in throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon hours. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm. May produce a downpour here and there. I think as we get toward the evening hours, a little bit more scattered activity, not the numerous rain that we're expecting for the afternoon. Temperatures right now are mild. We're sitting at 64 in Madison, but we're looking at the temperatures tomorrow morning in the 60s, dropping through the 50s after the noon hour. So that's that cold front that will be arriving during the afternoon. And for Friday night football, it's going to be cold, temperatures dropping through the 40s. So we've got the rain showers today, temperatures still in the mid-60s. We are looking very cold weather this weekend. So enjoy the last hurrah of some of this mild weather because it's going to definitely change beginning tomorrow afternoon. Most of those showers tomorrow are in the morning hours, falling temperatures throughout the afternoon. We're starting off sunshine, but cold Saturday morning if you're going to be tailgating. Definitely bundle up. The clouds will increase, and we can't rule out some of those showers during the evening hours. Better chance on Sunday. Can't even rule out a few flurries. It's going to be that cold, and we have the alert day for Halloween. Trick-or-treaters need to bundle up with highs only in the 30s Tuesday.
Layer up on Tuesday. My goodness, yeah, make sure those kiddos are dressed nice and warm. You got that time now to adjust those costumes accordingly. Thanks, Kelly. 6:18 in the 608 this morning. Halloween, yeah, 5 days away. We're checking out how a local school is celebrating.
Josh Brennery is live in Sun Prairie with that story this morning. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we're at Token Springs Elementary in Sun Prairie as they're gearing up for their spooktacular trunk or treat happening tomorrow. I got a couple of special guests with us. The school mascot, Terry the Terrapin, waving to the camera back there, and also Michael Mrensick, the principal here at Token Springs. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh.
So you guys are super excited. This has become such a big hit for you over the years, the spooktacular trunk or treat, and it's really all about building community.
Absolutely. So we opened our building in 2018. And as we had students come from throughout Sun Prairie to build our school community, these were the events that some carried on, and we knew we wanted to continue to evolve it. And the events like this just continue to help strengthen, our families coming together, which correlates straight into the classroom, because we need that outside strong community to be able to really support our kiddos in the building as well.
Yeah, we're happy to be inside with the rain this morning here at your beautiful school. And you talk about an event like this and building this community. That's what it's all about, right? It's about getting everyone together and moving forward.
Absolutely. So we have 9 elementaries throughout the school district, and part of the work of the SCO, which many of you might think of as PTA, PTO, in Sun Prairie it's the School Community Organization. The 9 elementaries are doing a lot of work together within their SCOs to kind of work and figure out how we can create a more joint group so that we can lift this work across all buildings, which again will benefit all of Sun Prairie.
So your spooktacular trunk or treat happening tomorrow. You can see an example right here. We have the Peanuts, a great pumpkin themed. This is so awesome because it's a fun way to be able to get these kids involved, and they have to just love this.
Absolutely, and costumes are encouraged both for students and adults. And being able to have them come in and just participate in something that is not necessarily academic related, they still get to be at school, and I think it just builds that positive environment.
When you talk about everyone being involved, this is the teachers, this is the parents, this is the students. It does take that community to be successful.
Yeah, and what's really great is so many of our teachers join the event, and kids love to see adults outside of an environment they're not used to. And so to have the kids be able to engage again in a non-school setting but still at school, I think it just helps really round out that whole community feel.
Well, Michael, we appreciate your time this morning. Terry, thanks again. Doing great back there this morning. If you'd like to learn more about the spooktacular trunk or treat, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. Here, guys, hanging out with all my new friends in the 608.
Hi.
Okay, good stuff this morning, Josh. Thank you.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. A dressed up turtle might be on the list. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
Still ahead, we'll have an update on the manhunt happening in Maine this morning.
And as we had to break, a look at gas prices here in Dane County and across the state. Stay with us. News 3 Now This Morning is back after this.
Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30.
Don't miss Wisconsin's best mattress deals this fall. Only at Ashley's Spooktacular Savings Event. Find clearance and overstock mattresses throughout the store at huge discounts while they last. And low monthly payment options. Only at Ashley.
Stay healthy this holiday season with help from your Hy-Vee pharmacy. Save time by getting your flu and COVID-19 vaccines together in one appointment. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Schedule your appointment online today at Hy-Vee.com. Some restrictions may apply.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Lately, we've all had to do more with less. At Chevy, we just want you to do more. So we continue to make affordable vehicles like high-tech SUVs, our most capable trucks, and the most affordable EV in America. It's how Chevy helps you do more for less. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $299 a month. Or get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models when you purchase.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Clean, safe, fun. I wanted it all when we needed daytime care for Mom. Oh, Grace's new adult day center is so nice. Now she goes twice a week while I'm at work and loves it.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Stay healthy this holiday season with help from your Hy-Vee pharmacy. Save time by getting your flu and COVID-19 vaccines together in one appointment. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Schedule your appointment online today at Hy-Vee.com. Some restrictions may apply.
Don't miss Wisconsin's best deals this fall. Only at Ashley's Spooktacular Savings Event. Everything must go. Save as much as 60% store-wide. Plus low monthly payment options. Only at Ashley.
Okay, let's all take a collective breath and take a peek at this my morning. Linda sending in a stunner of some fall foliage. I think we all need a moment to pause and reflect on what a beautiful fall we've had. Just a little bit of a reason to smile during such a busy, heavy morning.
A wonderful change of pace on a moment like this, on a day like today. So thank you, Linda, for bringing us a moment of happiness.
Those fall leaves, they're missing out there, Kelly, as we see more rain across the Madison area.
Yeah, we're seeing some scattered showers right now moving back into Madison. We're getting breaks here and there, but pretty active weather pattern setting up for today as we are looking at some scattered showers. Maybe a rumble of thunder, maybe producing a heavier downpour. A lot of this will become a little bit more scattered as we go into the late afternoon and evening, but very high chances of rain throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon, becoming more scattered as we go through later today. Our first warm forecast keeps the rain chances tomorrow morning, then the temperatures tumble down to 34 Saturday morning, starting off with sun before the clouds roll in, and a cold, rainy Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. Back out to Lewiston, Maine this morning, where authorities are searching for a person of interest in 2 mass shootings from last night. The chilling details about this man's background right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Zumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Zumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take, this is like nothing you've used before.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Give a little love. Start the holidays at Macy's Friends and Family now. Take an extra 30% off top brands and 15% off beauty and more. Give love, give style at Macy's.
Teens have drama. One more minute. Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices. I'm attorney David Gruber. For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal: to provide top-notch legal services to this incredible community. We appreciate and value our clients. We've helped tens of thousands of injured people get the care they needed and results they deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, one call, one call, one call, one call. That's all.
At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
This morning, authorities are searching for the gunman in 2 mass shootings in Maine. News 3 Now is covering several angles of this developing story.
We're also covering a shooting in Madison. 1 person injured. The Southside bar that police have taped off.
And we are tracking rain showers that have been moving across southern Wisconsin. It's going to be a wet Thursday. We're tracking that cold front tomorrow. More coming up.
Good morning, everyone. There continue to be breaking new developments out of Maine this morning, where the search is on for the suspected shooter in 2 mass shootings in the town of Lewiston.
We will get to that in just a moment. First, let's talk to Kelly Slifka, who's tracking a lot of rain out there for the morning commute. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, we've had pretty steady rains in Madison. Now it's broken up a little bit in the Madison area, but you can see some redevelopment. This is going to be the trend all day long. Count on a wet Thursday for us, especially this morning into the early afternoon hours. But if you need a break to maybe take the dog out, maybe take the garbage can out, probably now is the time to do so, or at least over the next hour or so, because we are expecting more of this rain to spread on in. See the rain showers here in Madison on the north side, headed up toward DeForest, then over toward Monona, seeing some of those showers going down toward Stoughton. A little bit of a break down the south toward Fitchburg and Verona this morning. Temperatures are mild. In fact, we continue to climb. 64 in Madison, 65 in Middleton, and 65 in Verona. Looking at on and off showers and storms today. A little bit more scattered activity this afternoon and this evening. Won't be as widespread. Mild conditions continue right through Friday morning, but much colder weather by Friday afternoon going into the weekend. So showers and thunderstorms pretty numerous this morning into the early afternoon hours. Can't rule out a heavier downpour. As we get toward the rush hour, get toward the dinner hour, I think they'll be more scattered, but still going to be wet out there. Might be some drizzle. Can't even rule out a couple of thunderstorms popping up going into the evening. So it's going to be a wet Thursday for us. Temperatures in the 60s throughout the day today. We'll have more on that cold front and how it will impact your weekend coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Now, we want to get back to that breaking news in Maine this morning and the search for a person of interest in 2 deadly mass shootings. We have been watching law enforcement on the move all morning as people shelter in place in Lewiston, Maine, and in nearby communities. So this is what we know. At least 16 are confirmed dead. 50 more are injured. Police expanding that shelter-in-place order as the search continues. Local schools have also canceled classes for today. This all started around 7 o'clock last night. Police got a call about the shooting at a bowling alley. Then, 45 minutes later, another shooting reported at a restaurant.
More on that person of interest now. These are photos of 40-year-old Robert Card. He is considered armed and dangerous. Police say he's a former member of the U.S. Army Reserve with a recent history of mental illness. He was checked into a mental health facility this summer, saying he was hearing voices. Now, just outside of Lewiston, in the neighboring town of Auburn, there is a reunification center set up for folks looking for their family members after this tragedy. We're hearing from the mayor of Auburn on what he's seeing there.
Obviously, when I was bringing people in that were looking for their loved ones, there's fear, there's panic. Of course, there's worry, understandable. But the people that were actually there tonight, it was what I didn't hear. It's shock. It's shock. It's hard for me to explain.
You can only imagine what those folks are going through this morning. Maine State Police say they will update the public at 10:30 local time. President Biden also releasing a statement saying he continues to receive bulletins on the situation. And the FBI's Boston division says it is, quote, ready to assist with any available resources.
We're also following breaking news in Madison this morning. 1 person is injured after a shooting on the south side last night. In an update from police about 4 hours ago, they labeled this an attempted homicide case. This shooting was reported around 9:30 last night near Moreland and Raywood Roads. A News 3 Now crew was in that scene and saw police tape roping off the parking lot of Los Remedios Bar. This is near the city's wastewater treatment facility, if you're familiar with that area. Police say the shooting appeared to be targeted. They do not have a description of the suspect yet. The investigation is ongoing. Again, both of these news stories, local and national, breaking with updates. So stay with News 3 Now and look for some real-time developments here and on our News 3 Now mobile app.
It's 6:34 now. Dozens of UW-Platteville employees will be laid off before the week is out. We received a copy of an email sent to campus employees. In it, the chancellor says 111 positions will be cut. That's more than 12% of the university's workforce. 60 people will be laid off or not have their contracts renewed, and 31 open positions will be cut. The university says there is a structural deficit here that needs to be addressed. This comes on the heels of an announcement that the Richland Center campus of UW-Platteville will close for good.
Wisconsin hospitals are facing financial troubles. A report from the Wisconsin Hospital Association shows in 2022, 2 of the 3 major hospitals in Madison are operating while in debt. UW Hospital and Unity Point Health Meriter are 2 of 53 Wisconsin hospitals operating in the red last year. The association says these declines are likely the result of a slow return to pre-pandemic routine care, coupled with rising costs.
It takes a lot of people to provide health care. And there's been, coming out of the pandemic, there is some burnout and just workforce shortages in general.
We should note a representative from UW Hospitals says that their data in the report doesn't fully capture the hospital's current financial situation. Still, the rising cost of workers' salaries, medicine, and supplies have accounted for losses.
Buying a home continues to be tough for people here in Dane County, and it doesn't look like that's going to change anytime soon. The Wisconsin Realtors Association says market prices are up 9% compared to this time last year. Sales are down 18%. Experts say housing shortages are a big part of the problem here. Home listings are down 7% from last year.
One of the statistics that we continually see, and we've seen repeatedly for a number of years, is the lack of inventory. We continue to see that. And that's pretty much an accumulation of many years of low building.
Here's a shocking number for you. Dane County would need to see a 77% increase in home listings to be considered a balanced market. First-time home buyers are impacted the most. Okay, it is 6:36 on your Thursday. New details continue to come in out of that manhunt in Maine. We're bringing you live breaking updates all morning long.
And we are tracking the rain showers that have been spreading across southern Wisconsin. It's going to be a wet Thursday. The cold front is poised to move through tomorrow. We'll track that hour-by-hour temperature forecast coming up.
It's A1 Furniture's anniversary sale with up to 44% off store-wide and 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Choose FlexBuy on Bronco Sport with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $500 FlexBuy and $1,000 open bonus cash.
Anybody that knows me here knows that I'm always focused on the customer first. I want to make sure that we don't have to worry about this door next year, the year after that. I'm not an actor at all. Here, Precision, we're here for you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
The one sale you can't miss? Madison Lighting's fall sale. Save on every light fixture and fan, every brand, indoors and out, plus all home decor. Pre-shop this sale now and save. Madison Lighting, Watts Road, Madison.
Thank you so much for picking up.
When you really desperately need to talk to your insurance company, when you're having one of the worst days of your life.
What do people do at a time like this?
Sometimes you just want to talk to someone, a person, not a robot or a recording or an app. Oh, sure, we have all that stuff.
By Friday.
But on a day like that,
Just like that?
that phone line can end up feeling like a lifeline.
Thank you so much for listening.
At a time like that, you want a company like West Bend, because the worst brings out our best.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's anniversary sale. Save up to 44% off name brand mattresses and get 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
10 years ago, a photographer and his stately subject captured our hearts. Now, I'm traveling back to Platteville for the rest of the story. Learn how a chance discovery is ensuring the heart of that tree lives on. Tonight at 6.
Cheers to you for donating more than 5,000 coats for kids to help local families in need stay warm this winter. News 3 Now, Clinky Cleaners, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County, and Magic 98 are grateful for your generosity. Thank you. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
It's 6:39, breaking news out of Maine at just this moment, just into the newsroom. The state's largest public school system is closing down this morning. That's in Portland. This as officers in the city of Lewiston continue that search for the person of interest in 2 mass shootings. You're taking a live look at that town right now. All morning long, we've seen an increase in a police presence there. Officers in tactical gear. We've seen a military helicopter circling above the town. Lots of movement this morning. State police say they're going to update the public on the case at 10:30 local time.
For some perspective here, Portland is about 45 minutes south of Lewiston, where these shootings happened last night. This, as authorities are trying to find this man, seen here in these screenshots from surveillance photos. We know 16 are dead, 50 or more injured. The person of interest is 40-year-old Robert Card. He is still at large. He's a former Army soldier. He should be considered armed and dangerous, of course. Card was checked into a mental health facility this summer, saying that he was hearing voices. He also recently threatened to shoot up a National Guard facility. We'll continue to bring you updates every 10 minutes here on News 3 Now this morning.
Again, that information about Portland Public Schools just coming in at this moment. That's 6,500 students, the state's largest school district. And it might give you a sense of the scope of the manhunt across that entire state.
I mean, think about how many hours have passed between the time the shootings happened last night and this morning. That many hours where he could be, the possibilities. A lot of folks in Maine on edge this morning, and for good reason. We want to take a minute and talk about the folks who are impacted here. There's a Facebook post, a comment from the site of the second shooting. It is Schmengi's Bar and Grill. It was a restaurant that was shot up. They posted on Facebook this morning. They said, "My heart is crushed. I'm at a loss for words. In a split second, your world gets turned upside down for no good reason." You can only imagine what that community is going through this morning. All the lives and the families turned upside down. The owner of this bar and grill, no exception. We are expecting to hear an update from law enforcement at, 9:30 our time,
Yes.
10:30 East Coast time. That's when we should get some sort of significant updates on the search for Card and just the impact and the scope of the fatalities and the injured and the victims from those 2 scenes last night.
We will continue to bring you live updates here on News 3 Now this morning and over on our News 3 Now mobile app. 6:42 now. Let's turn it over to Kelly Slifka outside with another top story this morning. The weather making its way across Madison.
Yeah, right now in the backyard, we just have some sprinkles, but I'm prepared that I will get a shower here soon. That's what it's going to be like throughout the day today. So I'll keep that umbrella handy. Right now, it's just dark across Madison as we look at our sky cam from the station on the southwest side. Expecting mild temperatures, 67 degrees, well above our average of 55. The sun not coming up until 7:24. So we're getting a little bit of a break. I'm just noticing a couple of sprinkles here on the southwest side of Madison, but you can see it's kind of curling across Madison, areas to the west, Lone Rock toward Prairie du Chien, seeing the rain pretty steady, then also off to the east as you head over there in parts of Dodge and Jefferson County, Watertown, Jefferson, even a moderate shower between Jefferson and Whitewater this morning. Right now in Madison, occasionally you'll see these kind of flare up. So even though you might be looking at your radar app and it might look dry, but you can count on some of these showers just to pop out up at any time. The best chances will be this morning into the early afternoon hours. As the afternoon wears on into the evening, the chances start to diminish. Can't rule out still some showers through the overnight period, but it looks like a little bit more scattered activity. Then we have one more shot of some rain. That's out ahead of the cold front that'll be arriving tomorrow morning. So count on a wet morning and then drier weather in the afternoon. But falling temperatures behind that front. This is all due to this system. All this moisture just spreading up from the Gulf of Mexico. Low-level jet stream just bringing that right into that conveyor belt of moisture right into the Badger State, kind of colliding with that cold front to the north. So count on showers and storms, the most numerous this morning into the afternoon hours. Could get some heavier downpours, maybe a rumble of thunder as temperatures remain in the 60s throughout the day. A little bit more scattered activity later this afternoon and going into the evening. As far as rainfall amounts, could be talking about upwards of an inch additional rain from what we've already seen. Now, tomorrow we're going to start out mild, but watch those temperatures drop from west to east as we go through the morning hours. That cold front arriving here in Madison probably around 11 o'clock or so. You're going to notice that temperature tumble throughout the day into the 50s, low to mid 50s at that. So we've got mild temperatures for now, but that comes to an end. Widespread rains today become less numerous later this afternoon tonight, and that colder weather arrives the weekend, and very cold weather for Halloween. Right now, 64 in Madison, while it's in the 50s up to the north. Looking at wet Thursday for us, the first warm forecast keeps it wet tonight, at least scattered about into tomorrow morning. That drier weather should arrive tomorrow afternoon, but the temperatures tumble down to 34 Saturday morning. Sunshine to start Saturday, but the clouds increase. Can't rule out some showers moving in during the evening hours. Right now, it remains a question whether or not it'll affect the Badger game. Just be prepared for it. And a really chilly Sunday with some rain showers, and the alert day for some really cold temperatures for Halloween on Tuesday.
Yeah, of course, that alert day just happens to fall on the holiday where kids want to be out and about, Kelly.
Yeah, those temperatures, in the evening, probably dropping below 30 into the 20s.
Okay, Kelly Slifka with that first warn. Thank you very much. 6:45, Halloween, yeah, just 5 days away in the 608. We're checking out how a local school is celebrating.
Josh Freider's in Sun Prairie this morning to tell us all about it. You had a friend there with you, Josh.
Hey, yeah, a bunch of friends here with me this morning at Token Springs Elementary as we're gearing up for the spooktacular trunk or treat. We have a couple trick-or-treaters that are up early with us this morning. Wave to the camera, kids. And we also have Terry the Terrapin, the school mascot, up early with us, hanging out. And, of course, the school principal here, Michael Marincic. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh.
So you guys are getting ready for the big spooktacular trunk or treat, which has become a big deal for your school over the years.
Yeah, as we continue to build our school community, we opened 6 years ago and had students from throughout Sun Prairie join us. And so it's events like these that help solidify who we are as a building, and being able to have families and students come in is just another great connection to help do that.
This is a partnership with the SEOs, which is similar to what some might think of as a PTO group, right?
Yeah, so PTO, PTA, SEO. So in Sun Prairie, it stands for a school community organization. And that's exactly what we do, is create that school community partnership. And across the 9 elementaries, we're doing a lot of work to build up and connect all of our SEOs together so that it can really help impact the greater Sun Prairie community.
Yeah, this is all about getting the kids involved here this morning. You can see an example of one of those trunk or treats here that's going to be here tomorrow night. And we have a couple of trick-or-treaters that are up early with us this morning. So I've got Callan and Ava. Callan, how old are you?
I'm 9.
You're 9, and Ava, how old are you?
5.5.
5.5. All right, so you got to tell me, what is your costume?
I am Lionel Messi, and should I spin around?
The famous soccer player. Yeah, give us a little spin. You can show us the jersey. There's the Messi on the back. Yeah, and Ava, who are you?
Jacob.
Oh, my goodness. Can you give us a little spin? Yeah, look at you. So what is your favorite part about the trunk or treat?
It's where they have like all the stuff in the gym, and last year my friend had I liked his trunk or treat in the trunk where he had a mini pool, and then they put a mini basketball hoop in it, and they had a mini basketball to shoot.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Ava, what do you like about trunk or treating?
Candy.
Candy? What's your favorite candy?
Twix.
Twix? How about you?
Twix.
Oh, you guys are both Twix, brother and sister. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much, and happy Halloween to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. So this is going to be awesome here tomorrow night. Michael, I mean, this has been such a great community partnership for you, and it's all about really building this school and all of the students, the teachers, the staff, the students, right?
Absolutely, and it's such a great thing because we have many of our teachers join, and so students get to see them in a different element. And again, it's just so fantastic to see how the impact of what we do outside of school really does benefit what we're doing throughout the school day.
I love that. Well, Michael, thank you so much. Michael, we got Terry, one more way for the camera, and also Ava and Callan, thank you guys so much for waking up early. If you'd like to learn more about the Spooktacular Trunk or Treat, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. We have the whole gang up early in the 608 for us this morning, guys.
I gotta say, Perry's pretty cute, but I think the kids take the cake.
Of course.
Yeah.
But wave to Perry.
Big time.
Give Perry a wave.
Early morning for everybody there.
There we go.
Good to see you, Josh. Good to see the kiddos and the mascot, too.
Okay, it is just about 6:49 on your Thursday. We continue to bring you breaking new details of the manhunt in Maine that's coming up in the morning sprint.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now, there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it. It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order Color's Ultimate Beauty Package today and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Rediscover life without pain. SSM Health Orthopedics.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with new breaking developments out of Maine. The state's largest school district canceling classes this morning. 6,500 students in Portland will stay home today. Meanwhile, here, half an hour away in Lewiston, police center their search for the shooter. They're looking for 40-year-old Robert Card. He's the person of interest here, and he's considered armed and dangerous. This after 2 mass shootings last night, leaving at least 16 dead, 50 more injured. Much of Lewiston is under a shelter-in-place order. Police will update the situation at 10:30 local time.
Breaking in Madison, 1 person injured after a shooting on the south side last night. And new overnight, police are now calling this an attempted homicide case. It was first reported around 9:30 near Moreland and Raywood Roads near Los Remedios Bar. Police say the shooting appeared to be targeted. They do not have a description of the suspect yet.
A teenager is dead in a fatal crash in Greene County. It happened in the town of Jefferson outside of Monroe after 3 yesterday afternoon. Officers say a car missed a curve in the roadway near the intersection of Teeler and Freeport Roads. It went into the ditch and hit a tree. The 17-year-old driver died at the scene. His name isn't being released until family is told.
Police in Milwaukee are looking for a missing 5-year-old boy, Prince McCree. Last seen by his mother at 9 o'clock yesterday morning. He's missing under unknown circumstances. He was last seen in a dark gray shirt and black joggers. If you have any information about where he could be, please contact Milwaukee Police.
Dozens of UW-Platteville employees will be laid off over the next day or so. A copy of the email sent to campus employees shows 111 positions will be cut. That's more than 12% of the university's workforce. 60 people will be laid off or not have their contracts renewed. The chancellor says the university has a structural deficit that needs to be addressed.
Governor Evers has signed a bill that will allow police, firefighters, and EMS providers to bargain with the municipal employer about health care. This bill rolls back anti-union collective bargaining prohibitions enacted in 2011. It also clarifies that the initial decision of whether or not to provide health care coverage is a permitted subject of bargaining powers between an employer and employees.
The United Auto Workers and Ford announcing they've come to a tentative deal. It includes a record pay raise of 25%. The deal still needs to be voted on by the 57,000 UAW members at Ford, which would likely take more than a week. The agreement would not have a direct effect on continuing strikes at rival automakers General Motors and Chrysler Dodge parent company Stellantis.
Congress is back at work. Republican Congressman Mike Johnson is now the new speaker. Johnson received unanimous support from all Republican representatives on the vote. The House was 3 weeks without a speaker.
An investigation into Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas shows he didn't pay back a loan for an RV he bought in 1999. The $267,000 loan was from a friend. Thomas didn't report the forgiven debt on his financial disclosure report. The Democratic committee investigating him says the report raises a number of potentially serious tax questions.
And before we get to that, we're going to say happy birthday to Tay-Tay. Have a great one. Thanks for celebrating with News 3 Now this morning. Kelly?
Well, we continue to see some wet weather. We're getting a little bit of a break here in the Madison area, but we're going to watch more flare-ups to our south and west. So the rain is by no means over with. It's going to be a wet Thursday. Light to moderate rain generally, but occasionally you'll see a dot of red that would indicate some heavier downpours, maybe a rumble of thunder rolling through. I think later this afternoon, the more widespread rain should become a little bit more scattered. So our first warm forecast, look at the shower chances today. It should be ending tomorrow. Then temperatures fall throughout the day, waking up to 34 with clear skies Saturday. And increasing clouds as we go into a Saturday afternoon. It looks like that rain chance will hold off until the evening. Right now it looks pretty light. Very cold weather, the alert day for Halloween because of that cold temperature.
Kelly, thank you very much. We're going to continue to keep an eye on that breaking news out of Maine, where the search continues for the person of interest in 2 mass shootings. Developments coming up on CBS This Morning and right here on News 3 Now throughout the day.